Today's the day. It's episode 1 and 2 day today, whereby I go through the voiceovers for both of those first 2 episodes, and then either later this week or next week I'll do 3 and 4 and then 5 and 6. But it's been a long time coming, 4.5 months in China, 7 months it's been since I've been back from China. That's how long it's taken the production team to put together these 6 1-hour episodes. And then this morning I shoot in about 10-15 minutes to Oxford Circus in the studio, where I will be reading through the script, doing the voiceovers for the first episode and the second episode. Hey, have been busy?
It was busy, but it's kind of quiet down a little bit.
So we're here at the studio near Tottenham Court Road Station, and this is where I am going through all of the scripts for episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 of The Great Wall with myself, Ash Dykes. And so it takes normally around 3 hours, about 3 to 4 hours per episode. And this section right here is where I am, sort of headset on, talking through the mic. I've obviously got the episode playing on the screen, and I've also got the script that I'm reading off right in front of me, and I'll have a little red light which the 2 guys are out here, Alex and Andy, will give me the heads up when to start the next sentence, and I'll have to read it whilst watching the sort of flow of the documentary and keeping the pace, doing the right tone, matching the music. And so it's actually more to it than I realised. I have done this before. I've done it for my Yangtze show, but yeah, no, it's interesting. It's good, and I have to listen to it back and make sure it's the right fitting and the right tone. But today we're doing episode 3, and then next week we'll wrap up 4, 5 and 6. So yeah, take your time and we'll see you after. Okay, cheers, see you after. Bye. This one?
Yeah. That's one.
Oh yeah, that's chunky, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's definitely
yeah.
bigger. So this is episode 3. Look, this is the script that I've got to get through. There's a lot, so this is a very big episode in terms of voiceovers. So I think this will take me around 4 hours to get through, I would have thought. But it goes so fast, that's the crazy thing. Last time I was here at 10 AM, and it was 10 AM till 4:30 PM doing 2 episodes, and it just whizzed by. Not for these guys, but for me it flew by. Aeroplane mode. So this is the one that turns red, and that's when I gotta go. And then literally my setup is water. I remember I did the Yangtze River, and I was on episode 2, and my voice started going. I was like, no way, and we only had that one day. I was on episode 2 and my voice just got all croaky.
Ash, have you eaten?
I have eaten, yes.
Get a burger this time.
I did not this time. Next time. That one. This is just the intro. National Park exploring. Always love the peace and tranquility of early mornings, especially when I'm out on my adventures. This morning is no exception, despite the sub-zero temperatures. There's a certain magic to witnessing the sunrise. Brutal.
How did you have something on your face?
Yes, we had a buff. So I was mainly covered up in buffs. The whole team were. We literally had to bounce.
Yeah.
We had to leave. It was that cold.
I used to cycle in Canada
Yeah.
in like minus 15 or something, and
Yeah.
you had to have a face cover because
Yeah.
you could freeze your nose. Otherwise.
Yeah, like I only literally took it off for the pieces to camera, but other than that, I was wrapped up. And Simon had well, I guess we all did. You know where you gather sweat and it just freezes.
Yeah.
So his eyelashes and eyebrows just had this layer of frost
Wow.
over the top. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. It can make it could be sore if it's on there too long. couldn't it?
Yeah, we ran up, we got what we needed to get done, and then I think it was under 2 hours. Oh, it's great. I have seen the first 3 episodes. They are looking good. They're looking good, and it's interesting to see this because it's not about me. It's not about my journey. Not like sort of Mongolia, Madagascar, and the Yangtze. This is more me presenting and taking on a journey across the wall, but the main storyline is obviously the history of the Great Wall, but the people. So you'll see a lot of engagement, a lot of interaction, me sort of getting involved and settling down with the locals at different locations along the Great Walls, meeting people who are either war protectors or live and call the Great Wall home. So it's really nice to see, actually. It's very different to the style I would usually go for, but I think that's a good thing because it shows off more attributes and diversity. It's more strings to my bow, you know, it's presenting, and it's good because you guys get to see, you know, how I mix and mingle with the locals as well, which is obviously something I do a lot when I'm out on these big expeditions, and I don't film it a lot of the time because the locals get a little bit nervous when I pull a camera out, and you know, often it's just myself, so it's a bit weird if I'm trying to communicate with the locals and I've got sort of a camera in their face. And so we've actually done a good job of capturing that on this journey, but you're going to be really impressed by this, you know, over 21,000 kilometers, meeting so many different locals along the way with, you know, really emotional stories and humbling stories as well. It's yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see this for sure. It's, as I say, it's a very different take to what I usually do, but also in a good way, also in a very good way. Yes, of course, there's lots of activities: helicopter, scuba diving the Great Wall, going to Shaolin Temple and staying with the monks and sort of learning their way, to then learning Mongolian wrestling, to camel trekking out in the wilderness in Gansu province in the middle of the desert, to the history of the wall, to the most difficult climbs along the wall. It's there's a lot of activities, but that's kind of just sort of the vehicle getting me from one story to the next. So yeah, I'm excited.